This gigantic floating platform, which is 74 metres long, about the size of a Boeing 747, operates in the Orkney Islands off the north coast of Scotland, where tidal speeds can exceed 3 metres per second. This floating structure is called O2, and the company behind it calls it the most powerful tidal turbine in the world. It has twin 20-metre rotors fixed to retractable legs that reach 18 metres below the surface, and it's moored to the seabed using strong anchors. Once the rotors operate, they can generate up to 2 million watts of electricity from tidal streams, enough to supply electricity to around 2,000 UK homes, while also reducing the carbon footprint by around 2,200 tonnes per year. The company also plans to expand globally, aiming to generate around 100 gigawatts of tidal energy. The creators at CORPOWER are on a mission to power the planet with their CORPOWER buoy. Inspired by the pumping mechanism of the human heart, this device is designed and deployed in oceans. These, anchored to the seabed, oscillate with the waves, driving the generators inside the buoy that convert mechanical energy into electricity, producing 300,000 watts of power from a single buoy. The company explains that forming an array of these buoys could generate hundreds of megawatts of energy, enough to power thousands of homes. Also, the experts at CORPOWER believe their technology could meet 10% of global electricity demand. Resembling a futuristic military drone on the water, the Dragon 12 is a subsea kite that operates underwater, utilising tidal currents to generate energy. Unlike tidal turbines like the orbital O2 that sits stationary in the water, the Dragon 12 is anchored to the seabed and flies in figure-8 patterns, mimicking the motion of kites in the air. With a 12-metre wingspan and 3.5-metre turbine, it can generate 120,000 watts of power, which is 10 times more powerful than its predecessor. The Dragon 12 was successfully commissioned in February 2024 and has begun generating electricity at the Faroe Islands. Offering 60% conversion efficiency while using 77% less weight compared to conventional power plants, as you see, the creators of these wave energy converters have a lot of confidence in their product, and the development was inspired by Salter's duct geometry, dating back to 1975. Here's how the system works. Multiple self-buoyant rotors convert wave energy into rotational motion through a common axle, which drives the generator to produce electricity. The design also allows for adjustments to the angle and width of the wave energy converters, optimizing energy conversion under varying wave conditions. Currently, the company is focused on launching its first full-scale 1 megawatt converter in 2025, with plans to develop a 4 megawatt version in the future. Here is another company working behind the scenes for over 10 years to compete with fossil fuels. Their serpent-looking structure, they call WAVELINE magnet, sits on the sea's surface and generates electricity as the waves rise and fall. With several prototypes tested on various wave tanks at different laboratories and conducting open sea trials at Larnaca Bay in Cyprus, the company claims that, under the right conditions, a single WAVELINE magnet can generate as much as 100 megawatts of power. In addition, the structure can be constructed using recycled materials like plastic to make it cost-effective. The company plans to deploy one into the ocean with a full grid connection in 2026 or 27. A similar solution for harnessing tidal energy is offered by this company. But the key difference here is that these turbines are installed underwater onto a gravity-based foundation structure resting on the seabed at 30 metres deep. The turbine has 3 18-metre rotor blades capable of generating 15 million watts at a flow speed of 3 metres per second. Once the 150-tonne turbine is submerged, it will swivel with the tide 4 times a day, generating enough power for around 1,000 homes. The project has been operational since March 2018 between the Orkney Islands and the Scottish mainland and has generated over 62 million watts of renewable electricity till April 2024. Don't forget to subscribe to Unstoppable Gadgets. And if you want to check out some cool water vehicles, click on the screen for the next video.